good day at the general store. Time to go back to doing my own thing. I'm off the clock now. Welcome back everyone to another episode of Minecraft Better Than Adventure. I'm really happy now to be back here like this. I apologize that this episode is late. Hopefully you all are still satisfied. As you can see, I already have the foundations laid out for the build this episode because today we are building a blacksmith. I wanted to build like an actual blacksmith area, and I figured since right next to the ranch house was a bit weird looking, I wanted to put it here. So you can see all of this dirt here is where I cleared out the area. There were trees here and stuff, and I cleared them all out just so that I could start building here. And that is where all of this area came from. It's gonna take a while for this to all turn into grass, but I'm actually still debating whether I even want it to be grass. But yeah, with that said, we should grab what I think we're going to be needing this episode and craft some stairs. If there's one thing that I miss from modern Minecraft and Better Than Adventure, it's being able to just click and craft. Having to manually craft like this is such a pain. This part is 5 blocks tall, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then let's drop down here and let's get all of this connected, because the way this works is this is the open area of the blacksmith. And you'll see when we finish what I mean by that. This area over here is a much smaller area, which I'm gonna presume is where the blacksmith lives. This is another original design of mine. Let's fill all of this in. By the way, I just want to thank you all for the support you guys have given me in the last few episodes. Last episode is doing quite well for a Better Than Adventure video. And you know what? It always seems the videos that are posted on Wednesday do well. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm kind of contemplating fully switching my schedule to just uploading on Wednesdays instead of Mondays. So I'd actually just like to ask you guys, how many of you guys would be okay with that? It will make it a lot easier on me, that's for sure. Alright, and then I believe it goes like this. This side over here is 3 blocks tall, like so. And this is where the door is right here. You can see that the actual living quarters of the blacksmith would be pretty small here. This is where a lot of the slabs come in. This area here has a flat roof. This top part looks bad on its own when it's just this, but trust me, in a little bit it'll look a lot better. I should fill in this now. And it's getting dark, so I'm gonna run over to the bed before it gets too dark because I'm a scaredy cat. And you know, as I run over to the bed, I want to answer the first question you all left me last episode. By the way, quick reminder to leave me some questions for the next episode if you'd like to. So this question is from none other than Desi Berry, and they asked, if you had to choose any updates from when you started playing Minecraft to now, what do you think was your favorite? Well, that is a great question. I'm a very old school player, so it's actually a kind of a hard question for me to answer. What's my favorite update? I've been playing for a while. Well, I mean, technically, the first version of Minecraft I played, I was like 4 years old in 2010, but that was like a one-time thing. I grew up mostly on the Xbox 360 and Pocket Editions until I got a computer myself. So although Java Edition was the first one I played, when it comes to updates, my favorite would definitely be when they added, honestly, 1.13. 1.13 was such a cool update when it came out. It's a hard choice because I also like the Nether update and all of them, but I feel like that's when Mojang started going towards the modern aesthetic that I'm still a big fan of, but I do still prefer the older aesthetic over it. So here is where we start messing with the roof, and this is where we're really gonna need all this wood. It's not that difficult though. It is the same roof as the ranch house here. Because I'm really happy with how this design looks, I wanted to reuse it again on the blacksmith. In fact, you might even notice that the blacksmith is the same color scheme. I've kind of fallen in love with the spruce and oak aesthetic for these western builds. I haven't put much color into my western builds since these two. I do think I need to start adding some color to these builds though, because these are gonna stand out if I don't. Maybe I'll add like little bits of subtle color. Now I need to get up there, so I will just use my water bucket to get up there. It's the easiest way to get up there for me, but boy is the water bucket loud. How do I place this block though? Oh, I got it. Dang, I'm not even sure how I did that. By the way, I just used pick block just there. Do you guys ever use the pick block key? Like whatever hotkey you have to pick block, do you ever use it? I notice a lot of people actually don't use pick block, and it's such a time saver. But at the same time, I do forget about its existence quite a bit. This is where we go into the roof style like this, where it starts going like this, and then like that, and then like that, and it connects like that. That should be the correct roof. Yes, it is. But yeah, back to my favorite update. So the reason I go with 1.13 is because I remember it being the first big Minecraft update. I remember being so hyped that the Minecraft ocean finally had some life to it. It was so dead for so long. There we go. I have... Ooh, that was a successful water bucket clutch. I have finished the roof already. 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, it is. It goes like this. There we go. I don't know why I was so confused there, but it felt like it didn't line up. But it did. Let's grab the polished basalt I brought in. This is the blacksmith's main anvil right here. It's one of the things that makes it very recognizable as a blacksmith. There is one other thing, though, that makes it very recognizable as a blacksmith. This part really, to me, is what transforms it into the build of a blacksmith. I'm sure you can already tell what I'm going for here. This is where the blacksmith will do all of his melting. That shouldn't spread because it's inside of one of these things. And then what I do is I put an upside down stair here, and that makes it look like the fire is taller than it is while also covering this area. Running back, I just want to hit one of my talking points that I wanted to mention, and that is the rise of Minecraft parodies. Recently, I've been seeing a huge rise in Minecraft parodies again. It's actually really cool to see. This is one of those tall fireplaces that sticks out from the rest of the smith's area like this. You can already see just adding that little fireplace area made it look much more like a blacksmith, and I'm really happy with the design I came up with this fireplace here. There are some finishing touches I'd like to do. I'd want to add a bit of a fence, but I want to add it in a different way than normal. A normal fence would go around and connect, but I want this fence to be uneven. So like it goes to here on this side and there on that side, and that way there's a little bit of an area where these will intersect right here, and that is where the entrance to the blacksmith is. As the grass appears, I'm gonna be figuring out whether or not I even want grass here. Ooh, okay. So what if the blacksmith has like a shelving unit in here? Yeah, so like he has a shelving unit back here that goes like that. Adding these small details should really help. The torches can go here, then there should be some torches on either side here, and of course there should be some torches here as well. As I brainstorm what I want to put in the inside of the blacksmith's garage area here, I want to answer another question left by you guys last episode, and this one was from Kepler, and they asked, do you think you'll be terraforming the Wild West town with sand on the ground? So I mentioned this at the beginning of the episode, and I'm kind of debating it. I also answered their comment, but I wanted to answer it in an episode for everyone. On the one hand, terraforming it all with sand will be a massive project. I don't think cactus exists in this game, so doing any sort of bushes and stuff will be a little hard. Plus, it snows in this area, so it might ruin the aesthetic sometimes. What if instead of a usual western, what if this is like a California western up in the Sierra Nevadas? Like I start building some custom trees, and this looks more like one of those westerns you see in like the Sierra Nevadas areas, like an old school town like that. It's a hard decision. Let me know in the comments down below. Should I turn this into like a Kansas, Texas sort of western, or more like a Californian western? What do you guys see this as? It's sort of a mix of both to me right now. All right, so what I figured was there can just be like some stuff on the shelves that's not really meaningful. Stuff to make the shelf look busy, but also not too busy. So honestly, I think this actually looks really good so far. For the floor in here, I'll probably do stone bricks. I want it to feel very lived in inside of here. And then I'll put the torches in here as well. And that is the final design of the blacksmith for this episode. I know it wasn't a lot this episode, but I am unfortunately running behind. So let's get straight into the sign garden. First up is Endless Pain. Then we have Deciberry, Denicillin, Quadrilige, Snail Bannock Enjoyer, Danielle 29, Oculus, and finally the Desolator. An absolutely massive thank you to these 8 people for watching until the end of last episode. Once again, I can't thank you guys enough. I'm running out of words for the word thank you. If you made it this far into the video, comment Smith. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!